It just really feels like that after making Dawn and Dusk, they were like, how can we improve on Dawn and Dusk? And, like, how can we improve on the areas? And their thought process was HMs from Pokemon for some reason, which was stupid. And then their other thought process was, let's make more branching paths so that you, when you take a wrong turn, that you can't possibly know if it was a wrong turn or not until you've gone all the way through. You walk through 4 screens for no purpose, and then you have to walk back through them and then walk through the other 4 screens that were actually correct. And I think that that was a stupid decision. Definitely think it was something they should not have done. Action chain. I also think that they made all of the screens bigger, and it means that you run into Digimon encounters more, which just leads to everything feeling like it takes way too long. You don't really feel it in the first half of the game because it goes pretty quick. But when you're in the late game, especially when you like go to graphics board continent areas, man, it starts to drag. I've already mentioned this before, but I also feel like right now I'm definitely feeling like, man, I'm not done with Lost Evolution yet. Lost Evolution just like, I feel like these are problems that Dawn and Dusk also probably has to an extent, but you don't notice it in Dusk and Dawn because you finish Dusk and Dawn before it really starts to weigh on you, you know? I feel like by the time I would get to the point of being like, man, this is getting kind of tedious and annoying, I kind of just wish I was done already, in Dawn and Dusk, then I would be done playing Dawn and Dusk because they're shorter games. Lost Evolution is so much longer than them, though. And then you end up with, like, 10 side quests in the post-game, and they're all basically just, like, walk from point A to point B. And it just starts to get kind of annoying. Especially when you throw in stupid ancient Digimon spawning on every screen in the late-game areas that you have to do quests in. And then you don't even want to do any fights at all because the ancient Digimon take like 50 hits to die. Where on earth is this chest? I'm coming up on the end of Palace Laboratory. Oh, they're in boss chests at the end of each area, probably. I hope it's at the end area of Proxy Island, because that's really easy to get to. It's kind of how I felt when I played Elden Ring. I got so bored and the game felt too bloated, I just wanted to be done. Never played Elden Ring, so I can't comment. I know that a lot of people like it, though. I can't comment on Elden Ring specifically. I don't think that Lost Evolution is like, well, I guess by definition it's too bloated, but I think that this style, oh, you have to fight something in each of them. Okay. Oh, it's Chronomon's entire family. Oh my goodness, is this the quest? Is this the quest where you have to fight the Ravemon box, and the Ravemon box is just like absolutely yoked out on speed and insufferable to do? Holy cow, you are all insanely bulky. My goodness. I don't think that the DS story games are designed well enough to keep a player's interest long enough. Which is why it's good that Digimon World DS and Digimon Dawn and Dusk both end at the, like, playtime that they do. You really couldn't have killed that Chichimon? Alright, it's only the Chronomon, actually, who's super bulky here. The Butenmon a little bit, too. We have to go to the tunnel last. Because if it's the Ravemon fight I'm thinking of, that's going to be very annoying. I should put weapons on. I should go ahead and put weapons on all the Digimon to buff them up a little bit. I think we're going to get through this fight fine, but one of these fights could end up being really annoying. That Chichimon is going to die to Aurora Force. But yeah, as expected, just like I said when I played this the first time, one of my biggest complaints about Lost Evolution was the back half of the game started to get a little annoying, and, what was I saying? The game felt like it just went too long, and I started to get tired of playing it. And we're getting back to that point again, where I'm starting to get a little tired of playing Lost Evolution. About the Holy Flare. Kaz, I don't know if you said this, but which version of Time Stranger do you plan on getting? Do you think Ultimate Edition is worth the price? I got whichever one cost $120. Is that the Ultimate Edition? I pre-ordered the $120 one. I think that Time Stranger looks like a fantastic game, and I wanted to support it. I wanted to support it financially, so I bought like the highest price version of the game. Whether that is worth it or not completely depends on you. Yo, double stun? Pog. I pre-ordered the one that came with the statue. I didn't get the one that has the statue because I didn't want to spend that much on... Because it's a Jupitermon statue, right? I don't like Jupitermon enough to want to, like, basically pay an extra $100 for that statue. Aurora Force! Alright, they're both stunned. I know I need to heal, but I think I'll kill the Baraimon here, and they're both stunned, so... That's the Ultimate Edition? Then yeah, I got the Ultimate Edition. If you have the money and love Digimon, I don't see why you wouldn't, because it comes with, like, all the DLC and some other, like, bonus stuff and all. And if there has ever been a time to, like, support a Digimon game, I think the time is now. Because, you know, anything could happen when Time Stranger comes out. Time Stranger could come out and, like, we all play it and it actually sucks. I would be shocked if that happened. I would be very shocked if that happened. So I'm not saying, like, the game is guaranteed to be good or anything, but man, the trailers and all the advertising and stuff they're doing makes it look insanely good. And we haven't had an actual Digimon game since 2018. So were there ever a time to, like, spend a little extra money to get Bandai to think, like, hey, this Digimon thing, it's got some legs, actually. We could probably make more of these. I feel like now is the time to do a little extra. Plus, it gives you all the DLC, and again, the game looks like it's going to be incredible. I want the DLC, so I may as well go ahead and get the version that gives me all the DLC. And I think the other stuff it gives with you is, like, it gives you, like, Bond of Friendship, whatever they're called. I don't really care about that, but it's like, sure, why not? And then it gives you, it just gives you, like, a bunch of outfits and stuff, right? I mean, that's nice. It's not so much so that I think, man, that's a great deal. It's more so that I'm like, yeah, I would like to support this game a bit more than the average game that I buy. And also, I want the DLC. I know I'm going to want the DLC when it drops because the DLC is just like more Digimon, right? More Digimon in my Digimon game? Yes, please. Time Stranger looks like it's going to be the greatest Digimon game ever made. I agree with the person in chat. It looks like it's going to be incredible. I hope that it lives up to it. Really, really hope that it lives up to it. Time will tell. I think I just keep doing Aurora Force here. Please give me enough experience from this fight to Digivolve those idiots. Did I put the growth rings on these 3, or did I only put them on the other 3? I don't remember, actually. I meant to put it on all of them, but I think I only put it in the 3 in combat. Stop critting my Phoenixmon. Hope we get a new game like Survive with greater gameplay and choices in gameplay. Listen, man, that would be the dream, but after how Survive went, I'm kind of in the camp of just like, please never again. Like, you did some experimenting with Survive, and we didn't have an actual Digimon game for 8 years. At least for the next couple of years, please only focus on making, like, story and world games. Please. They tried experimenting, and it, like, went horribly. I don't want to see him experimenting again anytime soon. None of my Digimon hit this Chronomon very well. Yo, nice crit. These stuns, though. You know what? I actually probably should just switch out the whole team with the other team, because I know they for sure have the growth rings. I was gonna say wings. Red Bull. Action chain. Alright, hold up. Swap in all 3 of you. Skull Balukimon probably would have been better for this fight. Skull Balukimon and Kabuterimon would have been better for this fight in the first place. I should have been going with them. I didn't really have a good opportunity to swap when there were 5 enemy Digimon attacking, though, now that I think about it, so whatever. Ow! Thank you for not hitting Skull Balukimon there. I'm very glad that you're stupid. Speed down, being ridiculous again. Thank you. Should be able to kill this guy before he gets another move, theoretically. Yeah, we got it. By the way, chat, there is, like, no shot we're finishing the game today. We're coming up on 2 hours, and I think we still have, like, 7 side quests left. This is definitely going to need one more stream next week. A little unfortunate, but it's what it is. I would have liked to have finished it today since Lost Souls Aside is starting and we just started Pokemon XG, but it's fine. Just like the idea of there being an extra form of game so it isn't all world or story. Here's the thing, is I agree with you in principle, but the problem is that, like, think of Digimon games that don't play, like, either world or story that are good. Like, Digimon has always just been, like, kind of bad about it. I guess, like, the Rumble Arenas for their time were probably, like, decent as fighting games. I'm playing Lost Soul Aside right now. It's really good. I was supposed to be playing it today, but my pre-order didn't get here in time, and I'm mad about it. I'll be playing Lost Soul Aside hopefully on Sunday. If not Sunday, then Monday. I'm looking forward to it. But, like, Digimon just, as much as I love it, Digimon just does not have a good track record with a separate type of games. And also, like, here's the thing, is, like, world and story are already 2, like, very different ways of playing Digimon. I'm not really of the opinion that it needs a third. Would it be nice to have an occasional game, a Digimon game, that, like, dips its toes into another genre? I wouldn't dislike it. I wouldn't be against it. But also, I'm like, they're already doing 2 different styles of gameplay, and I would rather them just, like, keep getting better at those and focusing on them. A Warriors game would absolutely be my decision. If I could pick a third, like, style of Digimon game that they were going to be doing, I would want to see him doing, I I would want to see them doing... Hold up. You guys are literally about to Digivolve. I'll deal with this later. I would want to see them doing a Warrior-style game. But anyways, like, again, if they want to try and experiment and do something different, I'm definitely not against it. I would want at least one more world game, and honestly one more story game, before they tried to tackle like a full new style of game again after how awful Survive was. I definitely don't want them to do it anytime soon, because, like, again, remember, we haven't had, like, an actual Digimon game other than Kemonogami Survive in the past, like, 8 years, and we're finally getting another story game. I want them to, like... Time Stranger has a lot of momentum right now. It looks really good. A lot of people are hopeful, myself included, that it's gonna pop off. I just really want them to... Oh my goodness, it's the Dot Digimon. I really want them to, kind of get Digimon back on the rise, so to speak. This is the worst possible time for them. Like, if Time Stranger does really well, and then immediately after that, they're like, all right, let's mix it up again. Let's try something completely different. And then it bombs. It would be such a huge waste of, like, how good Time Stranger is looking. Hey, by the way, these post-game quests are mad annoying. In case you were curious, that did, like, nothing. How much does this do? Okay, there we go. That's the damage I need. Omega Rainbow Flare! Nice. Just gonna skip my other turn when I do this revive, like it sometimes does. Thank goodness it didn't. Does this do any good, damage-wise? Yes. This is one of those fights that won't be so bad if I can just kill the Agumon and the Falcomon. But until they're dead, it's gonna let them get so many turns that it's gonna be insufferable. That does, like, no damage. I should swap you out. Calamity Thunder. I need to swap in Goldramon. Because lightning moves are doing good here. The Angler Tunnel one with all the Ravemon in it, I'm pretty sure that's what that chest is going to be. I'm going to want lightning attackers for that too. Can you stop critting, please? Try this.